Hi there, welcome to your Core Strength for Runners workout. So for today, we will be working just with two blocks. And if you have sensitive knees, or you're like padding for underneath your knees, you could also have a blanket. We're going to get started on the back. So go ahead and make your way down. Have one of your blocks handy near you and use the other one for underneath your head, supporting your skull just on its lowest setting, wide way across. Once you are down on your back, just take a moment landing the soles of the feet down on the floor with the knees bent. Sense the back of your head, rib cage, and pelvis, and their connection to the ground underneath you. Your arms can rest wherever is comfortable. And start to take a couple of deeper breaths in through your nose, filling up your rib cage and lungs, and out through your nose, emptying the rib cage and lungs. Do one more full cycle of breath like that. Good, and then start to open your eyes if they're closed. Catch your other block. We're going to draw the legs up to a tabletop position here. And you'll place your block on its tallest setting at your left thigh. So one of those short sides attaches to the front of the left thigh. And then your right elbow is going to cross over to the opposite side of that block. Let your rib cage twist a little bit here to the left, so you feel the left side of your back gets a little more firm in its contact with the ground, and just have the left arm down alongside you. You can also let your head, your cervical spine rotate to the left too. Spread your toes, take a full breath in, and as you exhale, start to extend your right leg forward and away from you. And then we'll bend the leg back in, breathing in, and exhale, extend it away. Good, we're going to keep going like this, breathing in to pull in, and exhaling to extend away. Try to keep your head nice and heavy here on that block. In and extend, and squeeze your thigh and your elbow together, so you really keep your other block in place. Keep that left side of your back super firm in its contact to the ground. It's okay if the right side is a little bit light here for now. Reach and in. 4 more. Out and in. 3 and 2. Last one. Out and pulling in. Good. Come through center. We're going to switch the sides. Go over to the right leg and hook your left elbow on the front of that block. Just have your right arm down alongside you. And again, let your rib cage and your head turn a little to the right here. So you're kind of going in that direction of your block and your right thigh. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, extend that left leg away from you without changing your ribs or your pelvis. Come back in and exhale out for 2. Good, and in. And again, keep it going, nice and slow, reaching and pulling in. Maintaining that squeeze on your block. Heavy head, try to relax the neck. Put all that tension down in your abdominals. Breathing in, exhaling away. 3 more. Keep squeezing that block. 2. Last one. Good. Come back to center. Lower those feet down. Just relax. You can place the block on your abdomen for a moment. And then we're going to do one more set each side. Okay. Getting ready. Floating your knees up over your hips. Attach your block to that left leg. Right elbow gets the other side. Let your rib cage and your head turn to the left here. Left side of your back nice and heavy. Press the left hand down, take a breath in. Exhale, extend the right leg forward. Inhale back. Exhale away. Again, keep it going on your own here. That right leg can lower any amount down to the ground that you are able to maintain the stability through your center. So what we don't want to have happening is a lot of arching in the back. You want to keep your back nice and heavy in the ground as you hug that block. Out 3 more here. Last one. Good. Come through center. Other side. Switch. Left elbow gets the front of it. Right hand pushes down. Twist a little to the right here with your ribs in your head. Make the right side of your back really heavy. Breathe in. Exhale. Extend away. And come back in. Good. Keep it going. Maintain that little rotation you've got going on in your chest. Three more. 2. Last one. Out and come in and rest. Good. Take that block off to the side. And then the block that's under your head can also come out and away. And then we're going to roll over onto our left side and prop ourselves up onto the left forearm and the left elbow. So in this position here, you're going to have your elbow right underneath your shoulder. And let's have the left palm flat, pushing down into the ground. Have the legs back at a little angle from the hips. And we're going to be coming into a modified side forearm plank from here. So your knees will stay bent, and that bottom knee is going to push down to help you lift your pelvis up off the ground. And then just take a moment. You might adjust the legs back a little bit or forward a little bit to a place where you feel like you can push down into them in addition to your left arm. Pull your left shoulder head back so that the chest is nice and wide. Lift up through those abdominals and wrap the pelvis forward a little bit. Now reach your right arm straight out in front of you and float your right leg up away from your left leg. Lift the thigh, the shin, and the foot all evenly up. Now keeping your pelvis slightly curled underneath you, pull your right knee in towards your chest. Try not to change much in your pelvis or your rib cage. And then you're going to push your knee back until your thigh is in line with your hip and your spine. And then again, coming forward and pushing back. Try not to move your ribs or your pelvis, just move the leg forward and back. And that left side is working nice and hard to stabilize you here. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Forward and back. Come to center and lower yourself down. Great stuff. Go over to the second side and swing the legs around. And now we're going to set up with the right elbow underneath the shoulder. Forearm down, you're going to flatten that right hand into the ground. Legs bent. And when you're ready, lift yourself up. And just take a moment and adjust as you need so you can really push down with the legs and with your right arm. Seat that right shoulder head back. Reach the left arm forward. Pelvis wraps forward. And then you'll float the left leg up. Lifting up through those right side obliques and abdominals. And then without changing too much in your ribs or your pelvis, pull the left knee towards the chest. And then you're going to sweep it back, extending the hip, pushing the knee and the foot back. And again, come slowly forward and slowly backward. Again, just the leg is moving here. And back. And you've got 3 more. forward, pushing down with that right side, and back. 2, and back. Burn in the right glute and the abdominal area. 1 more, and back. Come to center and float yourself down. Great work. Come now onto hands and knees, and we'll just set up with the hands pretty much underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips here. And then take one of your blocks. We're going to place that just flat across the lower back area of the body. And all I want you to think about doing is just balancing that block, holding it up in space. So not overly arching in your spine, the block is dipping down into your body, but not also overly rounding so that it would fall off. But just pushing the ground with your hands and knees and finding your neutral. Now, without changing your block or too much in your spine, slowly extend your left leg back into the air and your right arm forward, palm facing in. Okay, so you're in a little two-legged table pose here. Push pretty strongly through your right knee and your left hand. Good. Keep lifting up through the front of your body as you lower your hand and your knee back down. Again, keeping that block balanced, take the right leg back and the left arm forward. And hold and reach and breathe. Pushing down, take 1 more breath. Keep lifting up through your front side as you float back down. And again, left leg back, right arm forward. Reach and hold, floating your block up towards the ceiling, lifting away from the ground with your body. Slowly come back down and switch. Right leg back, left arm forward. Reach, reach, reach. 1 more breath. And lower it back down. Okay, now we're going to add on a little bit. Take the left leg back, the right arm forward. We're going to hold it there. Now move your right arm and your left leg out to the side a couple of inches. Okay, so a little abduction. And then draw them back into the midline, a little adduction. Same thing again, go out and come in. Block stays put. 1 more, out and in. Good, lower back down, slowly switch. Right leg goes back, left arm goes forward. Keep that block still. Move the arm and leg out to the side a couple inches. And then squeeze them back in. And again, out and in. 1 more, out and in. Good, place them back down. 1 more time each side like that. Left leg back, right arm forward. Slowly go out and come back in. And maybe you play with a little bit more range of motion, going out without distorting anything else, coming back in, so staying put in your center. 1 more. And in. Good, lower down. Last side, right leg back, left arm forward. Reach and go out and squeeze back in. Again, play with that range. Out and in. Last one. And in. Good. Place it down. Slowly take that block away. And just give yourself a moment, either seated on the heels or in a child's pose. Just taking a couple of deep breaths. Noticing your body temperature, your heart rate, your breathing. And then we'll make our way up onto the knees. And again, you can always set padding if you need underneath your bottom knee. We're going to step the right leg forward into a little lunge stance and have your block handy in your hands, palming it on its widest setting. Now we're going to tuck the left toes under here, scoop the tailbone under, and just reach your block forward. You can pull it apart with the action of your hands here. From your rib cage, you start to rotate right and lift your block up, kind of on a little diagonal from your chest. And see if you can turn your ribs as much as you're pulling your arms. And then you're going to start to twist back through center and down to the left. Now turning your chest and bringing your block down towards your outer left thigh. Okay, so we're tracing a little diagonal here. We're going to do that again. Right side going up, slicing down on the left. And really roll around from your ribs and from your obliques. Core muscles working. One more this direction. Good. Come back into center. Now take your block and your chest to the upper left side. And then you're going to slice outside your right leg, down that lower right. 3 more like that. Upper left, lower right. And really try to move from your ribs. So it's not just the arms swinging across. Right? But you're really going from your core. 1 more. And down. Good. Back to center. Just step that right knee back. Take the left foot forward. We're going to trade our sides. Right toes tucked. And then tailbone slides under, arms extend forward. Now we twist left. You're going to go down on that lower left side. And then come up to the upper right. Down, lower left. Up, upper right. 2 more like that. Slice down. And slice up. Last one. And lift. Back to center. Now we're going to go upper left, like we started on the other side, and lower right, turning towards that right thigh. Upper left, from the ribs, lower right. Up, and down. 1 more. Up, and down. Good. Come to center, step your left leg back. Or make it a little bit more challenging now. And if it's too challenging, you can always take it back down to the variation we just did, which is the knee on the floor. If you're into it, right foot forward, left leg back. We're going to hover the left knee up off the ground. Same deal. Arms reach forward. Let's go upper right, twisting right, down lower left. Keep that lower half super still. And 3 more. Up, slice it down. Squeeze the legs in. 2. Down. 1 more. Up. And down. Hang on those legs. Come to center. Now we're going to go upper left and down lower right outside the right thigh. And up. Woo! And down. 2 more. Make sure it's not just those arms moving. Yeah? Ribs still leading the way. And down. Good. Come out of there. If you're standing, shake those legs out. If you're on your knees, just pause for a moment. Then we're going to go left foot forward, right leg back, dropping down to hover that knee, or you've got the knee on the ground. Arms extend forward. Let's go upper left and down lower right. Upper left. Lower right. 2 more. Squeeze the legs in. 1 more. And down. Come to center. We go upper right. Down lower left. Slice outside the thigh. 3 more. Up. Slice. And 2. Last one. And slice. Good. Center. Step out of there. Shake those legs out. All right, last move we're gonna do is a straight up plank hold. So if you're a little sensitive in your wrists, you're welcome to do the plank on the forearms. If you have shoulder stuff going on too, or again, that wrist stuff, you could also elevate your body, putting your hands on a couch, taking yourself higher up away from the ground, right? You can be on the side of the couch if you want to, or a chair. And if you're into doing just your plank with your hands on the ground, that's a variation I'll be showing. You can do that. The other option for the modification is just to have your knees down on the ground at an angle from your hips in a modified plank position. Okay, so whatever variation you're choosing, you're going to assume your position, tucking the toes, lengthening the legs, and then we're going to go for a minute hold. If you need to tap out at any point, it's all right, but do the best you can to stay and breathe and keep pushing the ground away from you, working your legs and your arms and your core muscles. And don't worry, I've already began timing this whole situation. We're about halfway there now. And breathing. Like, Julia, shut up, stop talking. Trying to hold my plank. I know. Little scoop of the tailbone without squeezing your bum too much. Okay, good news is we are approaching the last 10 seconds now. 5, 4, 3, hallelujah, 2, 1. Set those legs down, pull back, and rest. Beautiful work today. Thanks for joining me. All right, use this anytime you're ready for a core workout or included in your strengthening programs. Happy running, happy moving. See you again soon.